2, 1.
Yeah, look, this is from New York,
5.
you liar.
No, it's not. It's from the Boston airport.
It was made in Pakistan.
Oops. Welcome to Case Closed. I'm Sav.
I'm Tucker.
I'm Kyla.
And this is our first episode of Case Closed. Yeah.
We're slaying right now, aren't
We really are. Why'd I do this? What's wrong with me? I'm already messing this up. All right. This channel, we kind of cover everything from alien abductions to murders to ghost stories to everything in between.
And we're going over this case about an alien abduction that was from the 50s.
Tucker.
I'm sorry, but the 50s were a weird age.
We all know what alien abductions are. People claim to have them like every single day.
People claim that they were either kidnapped by a scientist, which
I mean,
if he's hot, he's hot.
the case we are presenting to you today, I'm actually pretty proud of because I worked a lot on it. Is that a phrase? I don't know, worked a lot on it. I did a lot of research, and this is technically like the first ever alien abduction that was like a scandal. Like, this was the first ever, like, big alien abduction. It was in the 50s.
The 50s?
From Brazil.
Brazil? I thought Brazil was owned by Britain in the 50s.
Tucker,
No, like,
what history class are you taking?
I'm taking Asian world history. I don't know what the fuck y'all are taking.
Crack.
I'm learning about the Egyptians and how they had, like, over 3 million gods and were very creative in how they were, made.
This is the case of Antonio Vilas Boas.
I thought you said boobs.
This is the case of Antonio Vilas Boas. So this is a case from Brazil in 1957.
So they were already starting to talk about alien abductions in like 1957 for starters.
Yeah, in 1957.
I thought they were on witches.
Witches were an entirely different thing. The Salem witch trials were in the 1600s, and they were just falsely accusing like a ton of women and men and children. Basically, if you didn't like your neighbor, you could call them a witch, and then they'd like burn them for you. A farmer who claimed to be abducted by extraterrestrials.
He was a farmer. Aren't maybe like a lot of farmers like a serial killers kind of deal? Like they're out in the country. No, like they're out in the countryside. They have like no physical contact with people. So like,
What do you think farmers do?
Murder their wives in their sleep and be gay.
Drugs.
So he was claimed to be abducted by extraterrestrials. This was the
What's an extraterrestrial?
Alien.
like I already said, this was the first big case. He was 23 years old.
23. That's young.
That is young.
Why are you already like, I got accused by a alien at the age of like what, 23?
He could have been schizophrenic. However, I don't think schizophrenia, like, because you're gonna hear about this. This was like a whole ordeal. Like, this wasn't just like he saw something. Like, he was like, they invited him over for dinner, type.
Oh, the aliens are so nice.
He was working during the night to avoid the hot temperatures of like the day.
That's fair.
And on October 16th, 1957, he was plowing the fields when he saw what he described to be a red star in the sky.
Wait, pause.
Yeah.
Isn't a red star an actual thing?
Yeah, like a red, like a supergiant type.
Yeah. So basically what he could have saw was an actual planet.
It could, I mean, I don't know if you could, like, see those.
Well, think about it. It could have been close by and just no one else saw because they're all...
I love the sound effect, too. They're just All right. But here's the weird thing. The star approached him and then became an egg-shaped humanoid.
Okay, so it wasn't a red giant or like any, like a supernova kind of shit. It was like a UFO kind of shit.
Yeah, like
Okay.
a UFO type thing. He described it as 5 foot, egg-shaped.
It's Kyla.
It's Kyla.
I'm shorter than 5 foot.
I think we just made a break in the case. The alien was Kyla.
Well, here's the thing.
Right.
She's not 5 foot. I think it was
I
me.
shrunk.
Can I continue?
No, because I've had red hair before, so it was probably just me because I
Yeah.
am 5 foot.
It was egg-shaped, had 3 legs, wearing gray overalls and a helmet,
My
small
penis.
blue eyes, and it
was my
barked.
penis up.
Are you saying I barked?
Egg-shaped, had 3 legs, wearing gray overalls and a helmet, had small blue eyes, and it barked. I don't know if any of you have seen this. I'm hoping someone who's watching this understands what I'm talking about. It reminds me of like the aliens from South Park who put that thing in Cartman's butt.
I'm sick of it. It's completely amateur.
It does. It does.
I'm sorry, but who would just know that?
No, the aliens that
I
were in
do.
that one South Park episode. We just solved the case.
Yeah.
Case closed. Case closed. Case closed. Let's go home. 3 similar beings joined him and dragged them into their craft. They stripped him and covered him in a strange gel.
Relatable. Work in that third leg.
They really led him into a semicircular room through a doorway.
A door. Okay. Pause.
Yes.
If it's a semicircular room, how will there be a door? Am I
If it's
just...
a semicircular room, then it's like, would it be like half of a circle and then like a door? He was joined by a female hot alien with red hair.
It was me. I was the
Kyla?
alien.
No, you were. I was the alien.
Do you have red hair?
Okay.
No.
Yeah,
I'm trying to like female who he claimed was hot.
I mean, he's into aliens.
Maybe,
Is
I don't
he
know.
alien sexual?
I don't know what this guy is.
Maybe he gets no bitches.
Sorry.
A hot alien with red hair.
Are you an alien, Kyla?
What were you doing on October 16th, 1957?
Oh,
I was alive then.
What was your great-great-grandmother doing? It had red... How do I explain this? It had platinum blonde hair, and then red
special hair.
special hair. It had intercourse, but did not kiss.
That's weird. Is she ashamed of her tongue?
I bet these aliens had some weird...
Tongue was probably slimy.
All tongues are slimy, you.
I mean...
You know what I mean.
What if she just had like a really long tongue, or like like
I bet these aliens had some, like,
Or, like,
freaky tongues.
No, like a humanoid tongue. So it wasn't an actual alien. It was just a human that he was like so drunk and kind of so.
Maybe he did have, like, a wild night.
Yeah, let me finish. So like, hear me out. I don't know all the information quite yet, but I have this kind of like theory already. Like, what if she was just a human, and like the overalls? What if it was his wife? And it was his kids dragging them off because they said they all had red hair. What if red hair was like a recessive trait? What if it was some white bitch?
To be fair, I don't know what this guy looked like. And he, by the way, committed to this story for his entire life. Like, he was 23. Literally until the day he died, he was like, no, this happened.
So like, what if he was just high?
I mean, I don't know what farmers were doing in the 1950s.
They were taking cocaine. I should know. I was a
wait.
farmer in 1950.
Shut up.
What's up?
Does do you know like how like he left, like how he escaped? Like, did he escape? Did they let him go?
So they gave him his clothes and then basically kicked him off.
Oh, good. He hit it and quit it.
He hit it and they quit it. And this is how I'm immediately going to knock down your theory.
Okay.
After the event that happened, he became a lawyer, got married, and had 4 kids, meaning he was single the entire time.
Okay.
And then he died in 1991.
Okay, so
Wait,
he
what
died
was
in 1991.
So
Uh-huh.
he
What year
died
is it now? Shut up, Kyle. What year is it now?
2022.
Okay. Oh, Jesus Christ, rolls. What if some weird bitch who was high one night along with him, who just wanted a little adult fun time, you know?
It's gross.
A
But
prostitute, you
a
know?
little hit it and quit it
a
time.
little prostitute, you
if it
know?
was a prostitute, then she would have been like, pay up afterwards.
Yeah, but like,
Yeah.
what if he was also high that night? So she
Get
didn't
any
real-
louder? We're in the school.
I don't care.
During the interviews, he had a lot of nausea and weakness. Like, he just felt very weak. So basically,
Can relate.
basically you every time your legs give out.
Oh, that's no fun time. Not a fun time.
Literally.
They've watched my legs give out.
I have.
It's not a vibe.
I had to carry him. Like, I had to, like, guide him down to the floor. And then some journalist people caught whiff of this investigation going on. And it basically became, like, what we would call today, it basically went viral. Where,
It
like,
was on Twitter's top head.
pretty much. What were they doing in 1950 when they didn't have, like, Twitter?
Twitter.
Were they, like,
Papers.
were they, like, opening their, were they
They were
opening their
writing
doors?
notes to each other.
They were opening their windows and, like, yelling at each other.
Yes.
Hey, Mark.
You'll never guess.
You'll never guess. Mark. I hit it and quit it. It was great.
They kicked me off afterwards. So that's all I have.
Yeah.
Actually, I'm gonna go to Kyla first because she hasn't said much.
Yeah.
I wasn't really supposed to.
Me and Ty were the main characters. Sorry.
You're the supporting side role.
I think we should talk about what we thought
That's what
about
we're
it.
doing.
Yeah, so what do you think about it?
I think it's definitely like weird, but like I could believe it.
Oh,
Like I could get
You could
down
believe
with
it?
Yeah, I could get down with it.
You know, I believed it at first, but after hearing Tucker's theory about how he was just like high, the 50s were a crazy
Or
time. Okay,
schizophrenic.
here's my problem with the schizophrenia thing. Schizophrenia is like, to my knowledge, don't quote me on this, I'm not a doctor.
I'll quote you on this.
Oh my god, they're gonna like cut this out and like post it to Twitter.
Yeah.
Schizophrenia, to my knowledge, is like basically just
See shit.
seeing things.
Yeah.
Not whole like spaceships and like being inside a spaceship and like,
Yeah.
especially if he was like feeling this stuff and he
Yeah.
was feeling her up.
And it can be like blurry stuff. It can be like a fucking clown.
Yeah.
But it wouldn't be there. Schizophrenia is really terrifying, actually.
Yeah, it wouldn't. I just personally, I feel like it wouldn't be.
No, especially if you believe in spirits. That shit's. Whoa.
Do either of you know what reality shifting is?
Yes, I do.
Could it be this guy was,
so high one night.
he just shifted?
Okay, here's the thing with that. He would have to go to sleep for that.
You wouldn't really.
Most of the time, you do.
If you're deep enough in your subconscious.
But here's the thing. He's a farmer. Oh wait, if he's a farmer, he probably has all that peace and quiet by himself, slowly going insane, kind of.
Pretty much, yeah.
And it's the 50s, so
Alright.
it couldn't have been schizophrenia. The thing, I personally feel like that he probably got high, and this other chick who's also high as balls, because it's the 50s.
Yeah.
We don't know what they were doing in the 50s. We weren't born in the 50s. Do we look like we were born in the 50s?
I mean, I kind of do with this
You
hair.
do.
With
You
this hair.
really do. Anyways,
It's been a day.
it's been a day. It's been a long fucking day.
Final thoughts? Believe in it or not?
I don't believe it. There's not enough evidence to be like, this is 100% sure of what happened. For all we know, it could have just been like some random hookup.
All right, well said.
It's the 50s, not wrong.
I believe it.
All right, why?
First time.
Maybe I just want to believe in it.
Drugs? No. Okay. I'm not saying I don't believe in aliens, because I believe that there's alternate realities of ourselves that we.
Well, that's not aliens.
I know, but let me finish.
All right. You just believe it for fun.
You just hit it.
I hit it and quit it.
It's my opinion.
What's your opinion? What's your opinion?
Okay. All right, my opinion is you're done.
Oh.
You're done. You're done.
Call me.
Nope. No one should call you.
Don't call me. I will yell.
That was our case. That's the
okay.
end. That's all I have.
That's our end.
That's our end. Case closed.
Case closed.